Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
A Boulder Valley teacher is being investigated for assaulting a student. Allegedly, the student refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. This happened at Angevine Middle School in Lafayette, which is where we find Jamie Larry tonight. Jamie, you've been looking into this story and the allegations, so what have you learned?
Well, we talked to parents here this afternoon waiting to pick their children up from school. A handful of them talked to me but didn't want to go on camera. One woman said that her daughter knew Miss Smith as a strict teacher but has never had any problems. Two other parents told me that they believe this story has been blown out of proportion. The middle school sent a letter home to parents last night notifying them that Miss Karen Smith had been placed on administrative leave and a substitute would be filling in. Karen Smith, Angevine's physical education teacher, is considered a veteran of the school district. She's worked for Boulder Valley for 20 years, but Thursday she was placed on paid administrative leave. In the letter home to parents, the school's principal, Mike Medina, said Smith was placed on leave following an incident at the school, but he couldn't elaborate. Lafayette police responded to the school around noon yesterday and confirmed it's investigating reports that a teacher assaulted a child who refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Angevine says it is working closely with the Lafayette Police Department on this investigation, and it couldn't comment further at this point in time. We'll continue to follow the story. No charges have been filed. That should be noted as well. Live in Lafayette, Jamie Leary covering Colorado First.
Child allegedly assaulted by school staff for sitting during the Pledge of Allegiance. For exercising their First Amendment right to abstain from the Pledge of Allegiance, a child was allegedly attacked by a teacher who has since been suspended. By John Vibes, February 5, 2018. Lafayette co-physical education teacher Karen Smith of Angevine Middle School is on paid administrative leave after she was accused of assaulting a student who refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. School administrators released a statement shortly after saying that a substitute teacher would be replacing Smith while the attack was being investigated. I am reaching out to you tonight to let you know that we will have a substitute teacher working with some of our PE classes for the time being. While I cannot share much information, following an incident today at school, Ms. Smith was placed on paid administrative leave. We are working closely with our partners at the Lafayette Police Department. We believe in due process and therefore ask that everyone respect Ms. Smith's privacy at this time. We are dedicated, as always, to supporting our students and ensuring that we have qualified educators working with them during their physical education time. Thank you for your patience and support. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns, the statement said. Advertisement. So far the Lafayette Police Department or the Angevine Middle School have not revealed any details describing the nature of the assault, or the condition of the student. A school spokesman told the Denver Post that the policy is to allow students to sit or stand during the pledge. This is a policy that is essentially required by law, considering a ruling from the Supreme Court which stated that the action of a state in making it compulsory for children in the public schools to salute the flag and pledge allegiance by extending the right arm, palm upward, and declaring, "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all," violates the First and 14th Amendments. So held as applied to children who were expelled for refusal to comply, and whose absence thereby became unlawful, subjecting them and their parents or guardians to punishment. Throughout the 19th century, oligarchs in America worked hard to create public institutions that would indoctrinate young children into being more patriotic and subservient to the government. These efforts resulted in the public education system, based on the Prussian education model, which was developed in pre-Nazi Germany and then exported throughout the Western world. Even in America, this system has been largely unchanged since the 19th century and embodies many of the same archaic goals and ideas, the Pledge of Allegiance being one of them. In 1891, Baptist minister and socialist Francis Bellamy wrote the first draft of the Pledge of Allegiance for a nationalist propaganda magazine called Youth's Companion. By the next year, the pledge was widely adopted in government schools across the U.S., and was introduced in ceremonies to commemorate the 400th anniversary of Christopher Columbus's invasion of America, and has remained a staple of formal American culture ever since. Many who are critical of the pledge have speculated that Bellamy's campaign of nationalism was brought on by the massive fear of immigrants that the ruling class had at the time. It is said that the elites of the day wanted to create an American identity and culture that excluded everyone who wasn't born in the USA.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.